Well, we're out in nature, but we're going to talk about something pretty interesting. Is it possible to have a negative thought but not judge it? Is it possible to have a thought of anxiety and not judge it? A thought of a depressed state and not judge it? A thought of anger, a thought of rage, a thought of insecurity, a thought of codependency? Is it possible to have these emotions and not judge them? The answer is yes. And isn't it amazing that we have the power to do that? That we can have an emotion like anger or disappointment or resentment or vindictiveness and not act on these things? They're all considered negative emotions, right? But what do? One of the greatest teachers I've ever had in my life was Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, the founder of Transcendental Meditation. I was blessed in 86 or 87 to go through the full certification. And then around 1996, I had my interview with Maharishi, and it was amazing. And when we talked about these type of experiences, you know, the human experience of having negative emotions is part of the human experience. It's part of being a human being. We can't avoid them. I don't know anyone that has never had anxiety or anger or frustration or sadness or whatever it might be, right? It's like we all have these emotions. But this is what he taught me. 1987, that I still remember to this day, and I practice it as much as I can. When we have a negative thought, an upsetting thought, instead of reacting, what Maharishi and so many of these other teachers have said is just go, thought, and move on. And when the anxiety comes back, just repeat that, thought, and move on. Don't get attached to the feeling of anxiety. Don't get attached to, oh my God, I'm anxious again. Don't get attached to, when is this just going to go away? Thought, anger, thought, insecurity, thought, thinking about alcohol when you're trying to stop. Don't judge it. Just, thought. As we do this, we start to disarm these emotions, these feelings, and we start to come back to neutrality, to groundedness. And if we can go through and do this frequently enough, I'm going to tell you the end result. Those emotions will start to fade. And then all we have to do is get to the origin of the anxiety, and that's usually done with a professional. We get to the origin, we go, oh, this is what's creating it. This is what's starting it. This is why the anxiety, the insecurity, the anger, this is the trigger that makes you angry at your partner or angry at your neighbor or whatever it might be. We can do the deep work. With me, if you want to, my God, just go to talkdavid.com. We've been doing this work for 43 years. But the beginning step is to understand that the emotion loses power when we go, emotion, thought. Instead of, oh my God, I'm angry again. Oh my God, I'm anxious again. Oh my God, I feel insecure again. That doesn't help anything. But acknowledging the emotion, acknowledging the feeling, allows the power to start to slip away. Listen, join me at talkdavid.com. We have 4 books there for free on motivation. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Share this video. So many of us need this power, and it is powerful. We are empowering ourselves when we take a step back and go, thought. If I can help you, I'm at talkdavid.com. Have a beautiful day.